Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have a very interesting video that I want to try and make. It's going to be a little bit more relaxed and just kind of, at least for editing purposes, it's kind of going to be fun, I think. I wanted to let you know before this video actually starts that I actually started a podcast. I've been wanting to do a podcast for many months, like maybe almost a year at least, or probably a year. I've been wanting to do a podcast, and I finally launched my podcast, my very first ever podcast. It's called Far Beyond the Curtain, and I'm really excited to see what happens as a result of doing this podcast. So far, I've gotten a lot of feedback from a few people, not just friends and family that I've been, promoting to, but even people that I don't know. People are responding to it, and they are loving it so far. I only have 2 episodes up right now, but I will be getting more up. Not exactly on a regular schedule, but I will be getting more up, and I'm really excited for some of the future episodes that I'm trying to plan and put together. I will have a link in the description for both the SoundCloud and my Spotify for the podcast, and you guys can check that out. I would recommend going on to the Spotify because it's just cleaner and nicer, neater, but if you have to, you can definitely use the SoundCloud version of it. I'm also thinking about possibly doing a Patreon page for the podcast, but it's not really a solid idea at the moment. I think it would be a lot of fun to do a Patreon page for the podcast episodes, because with that, I think it'd be fun to involve you guys, but also kind of entice you guys to vote on a tier or kind of, start donating and whatever, because it will truly support the podcast, and not only the podcast, it will actually support my YouTube channel as well, so that I can be able to make more videos on a more regular basis and kind of have more interesting things happening in my life for you guys to enjoy and watch, and to be able to show more of how my brain works and how my life goes, if that makes any sense. So anyway, the podcast, I'm thinking about making a Patreon page, maybe a $1 tier, and that gets you send in emails and I can read them in my podcast and whatever, as like kind of the opening of each episode or whatever. And maybe if you do a $5 or a $10 tier, then you can get your voice in an episode. Your voice will be heard on an episode, or something like that. I can figure that all out later, and this is just a rough idea of what's going on. Also, I have been trying to figure out a new name for my YouTube channel, because I don't want my last name in it anymore. I don't want Burgraff in there anymore. I do not want to be tied back to my family. I want to be my own person. Not that I'm trying to change my last name or anything, but I just don't want to be tied to Burgraff anymore. I just want to be able to be me and be free to be me and just be myself, and not tailored or connected way back to my family and whatever. A name that I kind of came up with was Matthew Spontaneous, but what I'm thinking of is possibly doing Matthew Spontaneous Vlogs, or Matthew something Vlogs. And I would love to have your guys' feedback or your ideas in the comments. Please let me know in the comments, how would you guys describe me? What 2 words, 1 or 2 words, would you use to describe me? And maybe we can pick a name together, and I'll have a vote poll. We can vote on the best name, and then we'll have that name for my channel for probably forever. The rest of the time that my channel is up and whatever. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and I think it will kind of involve you guys a lot more. I'm just really grateful for all of the support that you guys have given thus far. 69 subscribers at this moment, but I'm waiting for that 70th. It's intense. I'm super anxious to see who that 70th subscriber will be. It really means a lot to me to know that I have subscribers, because it helps me understand and know that there are people who are interested in the kind of videos that I make. Not that I'm actually doing this for attention, but it does help to know that I have an audience that I'm talking to. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So that's the gist of it. That's basically what I wanted to do with my room. I rearranged it completely. I mean, I guess a few things are still there. So the cabinet, or the cupboard, what are they called? The dresser, not dresser, shelves right here. They just moved ever so slightly because they were just right in this corner here, but they moved ever so slightly to the right and closer to the lamp right here. Also, I moved the dresser itself was originally over here where I have my new setup, which will actually make things a lot easier when I, get things rolling and I have a bigger setup and a much cooler setup. So this is really cool. I might have to maybe figure out what I want to put up there, because that'll look so cool. And then in front of the window I have the dresser, and I put this here because there's a little space there. Of course, things will change a little bit, and as I adjust to everything, I might move the dresser again. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to figure out where I want that and how it will work. This lamp here, I'm going to actually move that right in this corner. So I'm going to get rid of these foam swords and throw those away and put that lamp there. But this has taken up 3 full garbage bags and a half. I'm gonna call that a half. This is a half of a garbage can. I'm also kind of thinking about maybe, I don't know, if I should get rid of the curtains here. I'm just really not sure what to do. I just have way too much stuff. I just have way way too much stuff. Some of my more important things are in these drawers. So I have kind of my churchy stuff, the spiritual stuff that's most important to me. Second important to me is my art and drawing and all that stuff. And then I get into like books and journals and notebooks, things like that. And then I get more art in here. And then I have, Christmas stuff right in here for extra storage, which I'm probably also going to get rid of. I just have two drawers that are not really serving any purpose, actually. So I might have to figure out how to take care of that, and I could probably put a lot of this stuff in any of those two drawers, because I just want to get rid of some of these, this shelving. But I want to keep this top as clear as possible. Right now it looks like a mess at the moment, but I'm going to figure out how to readjust that. Oh, and my garbage, I put it on the other side of this, so then when you first walk in the door, the first thing you're going to see is not my garbage can, because it's over there, and it's not going to smell as weird in here. Kinda got rid of a lot of boxes, as you saw. I got rid of so many boxes. I still have a bunch. You can see the boxes on the side there, but the bottom of my bed will probably stay the same for a while, and we'll see what happens as I adjust to how I just rearrange my room, and things will be fixed once in a while. Like, okay, literally you can walk. Let's pretend like these are moved. You can literally walk in my room and like see things. Like, I don't know, it feels so much more open just by moving and rearranging the layout. This is like awesome so far. So this is kind of what I'm wanting, what I'm looking for. Adding that whiteboard up there, that actually used to be right here where the cereal is, which I'm gonna have to lay against the leg right here. But that's where that was, and so I moved it right here. And then the picture of Christ and everything. I still have my 2019 calendar up here, which I'm gonna have to take down. I probably should have taken that down already. I'm just so excited for this new change, this new rearrangement of my room. It's gonna make things so much easier to just be in here. It feels much more open. It's just, maybe it's just different. I don't know, because my desk used to be right in front of here, in front of the window. I don't know. I'm still not totally sold on how the dresser is in front of the window like that, but we're gonna have to live with it, and we'll figure something out later. But overall, I think this is pretty good. I didn't change the bed. The bed is still gonna stay in its current position. Believe it or not, I actually sleep with my head over on this side instead of my head against the wall. So I have my feet against the wall. It's actually been really nice change. It's a little bit different. I kind of like that. I hope you guys enjoy this new layout of my room. It's past 12 o'clock. I really want to go to bed. So I'm going to close out the video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. See you in the next one. Bye!